This is example 4 from the Solving Rational Equations lab. We want to solve the following equation. We want to solve it for x. What we're going to note first is what our x cannot be. So we know that when we have a number, we cannot divide it by 0 because it will be undefined. So in this case, if we have x is equal to 2, then this fraction will be dividing by 0. So x in this case cannot be 2. And for this fraction right here, we know that x cannot be 0. And if x is 0 or 2 in this case, then this fraction would be divided by 2. So we have the two values that x cannot be, which is 2 and 0. What we're going to do next is find our LCD, or least common denominator. So we notice that we have the factors of x minus 2 and x that are both in this one right here. X and x minus 2 have no factors in common. So our LCD is just x times x minus 2. And we're going to multiply this LCD by both sides of this equation up top. So we have x times x minus 2 times the entire left side of the equation, 3x plus 2 over x minus 2 plus 1 over x is equal to the right side of the equation, negative 2 over x times x minus 2 times the LCD, x times x minus 2. And we're going to multiply it out. So we have our LCD multiplied by two terms here. So it's going to distribute like that. So for this first term here, we'll notice that this x minus 2 will be on the top and the bottom, so it'll cancel. So essentially we're just multiplying x by 3x plus 2. So you have 3x plus 2 times x. For this second term, when we multiply it by the LCD, the x's will cancel. So we're multiplying this 1 by x minus 2, which is just going to be x minus 2, like that. On the right side of the equation, we notice that the LCD is the same as the denominator here. So it's just, they're just going to cancel. So it's just going to equal negative 2. Simplifying all of this, we have 3x squared plus 2x, and this is just plus x minus 2 equals negative 2. And simplifying this, we have 3x squared. These two x's will add to 3x. Adding a 2 over, these 2's will cancel, so it's just equal to 0. And now that we can have this in simplified form, we're going to factor out as much as we can. 3x squared and 3x have a common factor of 3x, so we can pull out a 3x. We're left with an x for this term and a 1 for this term. So now solving for x, we have 3x equals 0 and x plus 1 equals 0. Those are our two cases where this can equal 0. So if 3x is equal to 0, it essentially simply means that x is 0. And if x plus 1 is equal to 0, then x equals negative 1. And we look at our domain restrictions, and we note that x cannot be 0 or 2. But since we got x is 0 here, we know that this is not a solution. So our only solution is x equals negative 1.